Hello friends, in this video we will learn about the for each and for all operator. So which are context operators in SAP Web Intelligence calculation context. So the theoretical sections which I already covered. So the theory section video, you will find that link in this video description. So what is for each operator? So for each operator is to remove the context from the calculation. So suppose there is a report which we wanted to show like worst performing quarters. So let's take an example with the e-fashion universe. So let's take in a few objects here: year, then quarter, and I'll just add a sales revenue as well, and I'll just say run query. So this is the table which is got added here, which says about sales revenue. So now what I'll do, I'll just add one more table here, which is about a vertical table where I what I'll do, I'll add a year and sales revenue, year and sales revenue. For this I will add a break on year, so that it will give the data quarterly for each year. Okay, so this is I'll just aggregate the data, summarize. Okay, so whatever the data it is showing here, it has these options. Let's take an I wanted to create a minimum revenue, quarterly revenue. So what is the minimum quarterly revenue for each year? So for that purpose, what we wanted to let's create an one variable which I'll give the name as minimum. The qualification should be measure. So what I'll do means from this there is a minimum function which we wanted to use, minimum of sales revenue. So minimum of sales revenue, just double click on the sales revenue, it will appear here. Now for each operator we can use, so minimum of sales revenue for each quarter. So I wanted to calculate a minimum revenue for each quarter. So for that purpose I will use this for each operator. Now and I'll output it with the year dimension. Okay, so in this way what we can do, we will telling the business intelligence server, that means I wanted to get the data for sales revenue, minimum sales revenue for each quarter, and outputting it by year. So in a year I wanted to calculate a minimum revenue for each quarter. So let's click on OK. Now if I say means this I'll just get this data here. See this, what this minimum quarterly revenue variable will give for year 2004. What is the quarterly revenue, which is for 2004, this is the lowest revenue or minimum. For 2005 this is the minimum, so it is getting displayed here. So what this for each will tell, what this for each operator will tell, that say calculate the minimum sales revenue including by quarter. Okay, so now the same we can achieve like this, means a separate variable we can create. Let me paste it. So what we can do means, instead of for each we can use in operator, where it will ask, means it will say like take an year and quarter. Okay, taken a year and quarter into consideration and output the data by year. Okay, so this will also give the same results. So how it will give, let's add this. See now this data. So this is the second variable which I created. If this is this quarterly revenue, the first variable also, if I add it here, it will give the same results. So the thing is, for each and in operator are similar. So while in for each we just need to specify which dimension we need to consider while calculating the data, while in operator we need to specify uh, all the dimensions like year and quarter, while for each we just need to give quarter as a object. So this is the use of for each operator. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. Let's move to how we can add for all. So two things, for all and for each. For all, for each will add the dimension to the context, while for all will remove the context from the uh, remove the dimension from the context. So these are the two opposite things. So how we can achieve like this? Suppose I wanted to get the data yearly total. So I wanted to show this yearly total on a row base. Suppose this here I wanted to let me delete this column first. I don't want this remove. On the side on this side in the table, I wanted to show yearly total for this particular year. Year 2004, what is the yearly total? For 2005, what is the yearly total? So if I see means if I get this data here directly, it will not give the correct data because it will give the same data which is available here. Okay, so for that purpose, what we need to do, if I wanted to display, like suppose this is the yearly total I wanted to display. Okay, so this is the yearly total which I wanted to display. So for that, what formula I can use? So let me create a new variable. What I'll say means this is a yearly total. This is a dimension. So now what I'll do means I will say summarize sum, and it is a sales revenue, and I'll just say for all. So for all operator I will use, and I will say for year for all will remove the quarter objects from this context. See, this is yearly total. So if I say means this is, I just wanted to add this here. Okay, let me add this here. Just remove this. Okay, I just made this. Okay, for all we sum of sales revenue for all quarter. So if I add this means it will just remove this, and it will give the data like this in a year wise. Okay, so if we say this is yearly total data, let me add this sum of revenue here first. What is the total data it is getting? See, this is 8096. So it will give this sales revenue 8096 13230. Okay. So in this way, for a year, I wanted to calculate minimum quarterly revenue and yearly total. So whatever the values it is here, it will show up like this. Okay. So this is the use of for all. So for all, what it will do, it will just remove the quarter objects. It will just consider the year objects from here while calculating the sales revenue. Okay, so this is the use of for all. So I have covered for each operator and for all operator. Let's come to the extended syntax keywords, which are there are different like five keyword extended syntax keywords, which are report, body, section, block, and then break. So I will take one of the extended syntax keyword from that. So let me close this. So I will add a store name and a sales revenue as a two objects here from the eFashion universe. So this is the data. So for this, I just wanted to get the average sales revenue for each block. For each store name, I wanted to take the average. So what is the value? So if I say, I'll just say means average sales revenue. Here what is, I will use the average function. So average of sales revenue I wanted to calculate for each store name. So for each operator I will use. Okay, and once I use a for operator, okay, so this is, if I say I wanted to display this for each operator in a block. See, because it is giving the same results, same data. Now if I want to add, let's take, I'll say this sum, and I'll also say I want to add average as well. So the average for this particular block for each product it is 2799016, but it is not coming like that in this block. It is coming the same. So how we can change this? So let's go to the formula, and we can use the extended syntax keyword, which is in block. So what we will say, we will just say in block. So whatever the average in a particular block, then that show that value. See, so for each of store name, if you see means what is the average value, this is whatever the value which is coming at the bottom, it is coming here. Okay, so this is the use of extended syntax keyword block. So there are other operators like report, body, then break, so and section. So these also, they are also same like this. So I hope you have understood these concepts regarding for all, for each, and block keyword. If you like my video, then please like, and please subscribe to my video as well, so that you will get to know about my next unit video. Thank you.